Selling Smarter, San Diego, welcome back. This time we're going to talk about staging and all of the aesthetic tips that work in our San Diego market. All right, hey, I'm Jeremy Katz with eXp San Diego House Hunting. Let's take a look at some of the tips and tricks related to staging and selling your property. First, let's talk about San Diego style preferences. San Diego, coastal California, you're going to see a lot of staging that includes ocean and beachfront motifs, along with blue skies and nautical themes. That's sort of the traditional and typical staging that we do see. So it's nice to adopt some of that where possible. You know, if you're moving to San Diego from out of area, you might not know the cost of properties that are right at the beach. So once you find out and you start looking at properties locally, it's nice to have a little slice of beach in every house here in San Diego. So you will see that that's a fairly common theme, and it is recommended. Give the buyers a little slice of what they want here in San Diego, which is, of course, the beach, the sunsets, and all the great nautical themes that we have here in San Diego. Next, let's talk about maximizing all of the natural light in your property. It's important that when we show your home, all the blinds are open and the curtains are pulled back. Let the light flow in. Let people see exactly what it is that they're buying. The natural light provides will give them a very positive impression about your property and will improve the overall perspective on your home. No one likes to see a property that's dark and dingy. It makes them feel that they're not getting a quality product. So let's show your house in the best light possible by opening up all of the blinds and curtains. And you may need to do that if you're occupying your property while showing it. You may need to do that before leaving if they're going to have a showing. So it's a good recommendation. After all, buyers can show up sometimes right at the same time as their buyer's agent. And so buyer's agents may not have the opportunity to enter the property first, turn on all the lights, open the blinds, open the curtains, etc. So let's do that for them before leaving. Next, let's talk about neutral and calming color palettes. If you're selecting colors and you're making some edits or changes to your property, select neutral and calming colors. It's recommended to avoid bright and dramatic colors that are highly personalized to you or to your situation. So given the chance to depersonalize the property and by changing some of the colors, we want to, of course, encourage neutral and calming colors. So although we all love a lot of style, your style is yours. And we want the buyers to be able to imagine living in the property as they would. So although it does, we don't want to have your house with no character whatsoever, at the same time, we don't want to offend the senses of prospective buyers with strong, dramatic, or bright colors. Next, minimizing furniture and improving your feng shui. So when we're selling your property, obviously we're not selling the furniture and amenities that are your personal property. It's nice to begin to minimize those. That could include moving furniture out, could mean moving it into a garage, or selecting one room, maybe a bedroom, an extra bedroom, where you can use that as your staging area where you're going to move all of your boxes and extra furniture. These are furnitures that you might use during your regular occupancy in the house, but now we're working on selling the house. So a small sacrifice on your part in terms of how you have the furniture set and laid out could make a big difference in the impression in the mind of the buyer. The more furniture you have, the less easy it is for the buyer to imagine their own furniture or their own style of living there, as well as just to simply navigate the property. For sure, remove furniture or any impediments to buyers being able to walk into rooms and walk in out of rooms to the adjacent rooms or to the backyard area without any impediments. You want them to have a free flow and a sense that the property is spacious and accommodating. Too much furniture will get in the way of those impressions. Let's minimize the amount of furniture. Next, use staging to highlight key features in your property. If you have a formal dining room, let's have the dining room set and all of the dishes and placeware all laid out so nicely in front of each plate. That way, buyers can imagine what it's going to be like to host friends, family, and their guests with in your staged dining room. Other staging can be used in other areas to help to indicate the purpose or the use of a particular property or room. A suggestion. So for example, if you have a very small room that maybe you've been using for storage and you're not sure how you would use it, keep in mind that the buyer of your property may have a very particular in mind about how to use those extra spaces. So try to keep them decluttered and maybe stage them in a way that will suggest to the buyer how it might be used. For example, making the smallest room the office or a baby room. Next, outdoor spaces. San Diego living is all about the outdoor lifestyle. So the outdoor spaces that your property provides could be a strong selling point to many buyers. They want to relax outside in the fresh air, maybe enjoying a cold beer or a glass of wine. And they want to do that in those outdoor spaces. So have your outdoor spaces staged. Maybe it's an outdoor living room or an outdoor kitchen or just barbecue area. Maybe it's the children's play area or a dog run. These are the reasons that people buy houses. So show them how it's going to be like to live in the property by staging the additional outdoor areas in a suggestion of how they can be used and enjoyed. Next is flowers and greenery. It's always pleasant to come into a new space that has fresh cut flowers and healthy and vibrant growing plants. So that might seem a little silly to some of us, but many folks are focused on the aesthetic. Let's make it a pleasant experience for them. When you come into a new space, it's nice that there's a pleasant aroma. Maybe it's fresh flowers. Again, maybe avoiding offensive scents and aromas, such as strong perfumes or overuse of air fresheners. So stay away from those. The next idea really, though, is to really show the house as a vibrant, growing, and healthy place. And the plants and the fresh cut flowers have a subliminal effect on our thoughts and thinking, and you could say the energy or the vibe that is created by your space. So be pragmatic, focus on making that experience nice for the home buyer. Provide them some fresh flowers and keep up your plants and make everything look fresh and vibrant in your property. It will pay off for you while you're living there and in the sale and negotiation of your home. Buyers think, wow, this place is really nice. This place smells good. It has a pleasant style to it. This is the kind of place where I'm going to be comfortable. All right, next. Addressing the question of your pets. Our pets are our friends, they're our family members, and selling your home will, of course, impact them as well. So having showings, it's best to remove your pets so that they're not a distraction or stressed by folks coming to your property unannounced. They may be very stressed out and by unexpected guests or visitors. So it is recommended as best you can to bring your pets with you during showings if possible, or open houses. Now, I acknowledge that that won't always be the case, so we have to come up with some additional ideas and plans to mitigate. Those could be using a kennel, storing the kennel in a quiet or darkened area, playing quiet music for your pet, or covering their kennel with a bedspread or other sheet so that it destimulates and protects them from nosy visitors, and it protects the visitors from having to imagine living there with the pets. So part of selling a house is, of course, navigating the needs of every situation, and many of us have our pets, myself included. So paying attention to how to show the home, even when you have pets, will pay off. It'll reduce the stress on you and your pet, and it will give the buyers the best impression possible. And that is what we want, right? Great. Thanks so much for watching the video about staging and aesthetics in selling your San Diego home. I appreciate the chance to work with you. My name is Jeremy Katz with eXp San Diego House Hunting. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck and happy house hunting.